the only simplified regular expressions course you are ever going to need. Let's finally understand everything about regex. Hopefully. Regex is short for regular expressions. Some people write it as REGX, regex. Some write it as REGEXP. Some people call it regular expressions. Some regex patterns, regex construct, regular expression patterns. All of these things mean the same thing. You would find regular expressions in many of the programming languages we have today, and they are very useful when building applications. So this is a free course on regular expressions. And the goal of this course is to simplify regular expressions, and I mean simplify. I'll be guiding you to understand regular expressions so you can make the most of regular expressions, and so that you also be able to write simple, intermediate, and even advanced regular expression patterns. This course is going to be a playlist on my YouTube channel here, and in this playlist I'll have several videos where I cover different topics and features in regular expressions. And also in these videos I'll be using examples to explain and show you different regular expression patterns that you can use for different real-world problems. So my goal for this course is that you finally get a hang of regular expressions. You are able to read and understand regular expressions comfortably, and also able to write regular expressions for your needs. For example, take a look at this regular expression on the screen. Do you understand what this pattern is? Maybe you can't for now, but at the end of this course, we'll revisit this example again, and hopefully by this time you'll be able to interpret what this pattern is. Before we continue, I want to address one question. Why exactly do we need regular expressions in programming languages? Maybe some of you watching already know, but just to ensure we are all on the same page, I want to explain the relevance of regular expressions. Regular expressions are used for creating patterns which match different parts of a string. Let's take this string for example. Let's say we have a string like hello, I have a bag worth $50 and a shoe worth $100 and a hat worth $90. Let's say we want to search this string for the word bag, which is B followed by A followed by G. It's super easy to do this because we just need to search for a B followed by A followed by G. If things were this straightforward when building applications, then we wouldn't need regular expressions. But unfortunately, things are not always this straightforward in the programming world. For example, what if we wanted to search this string for a $sign followed by a number? You cannot simply search for a $sign followed by 5 followed by 0, because even though that matches $50, it doesn't match the $100, and 5 followed by 0 also doesn't match the $90. So for you to be able to accurately search for the part of this long string which starts with a $sign and is followed with a number, be it 5, 10, 1000, then you need a regular expression. Using a regular expression, you can define patterns like symbol followed by number, later preceded by hyphen, a bunch of mixed characters in a particular order, and so many advanced patterns. Also, you should know that regular expressions are not only for finding the parts of a string that matches a pattern, but they are also for validating that a string follows a pattern. For example, in applications today, developers use regular expressions to validate that the string of an email address which a user enters is valid. If the user provides something like deecode111@gmail.com, the regular expression passes. But if the user enters something like my-javascript@yahoo, the regular expression fails because this email is invalid. As you can see, email addresses are not straightforward. They can involve numbers, they can involve letters, they can involve symbols, they can be short, they can be long, you never know. So to verify that an email string is valid, you need a regular expression. Developers also use regular expressions to validate that a password meets a criteria. For example, you see in websites, your password must contain one letter, one number, and one symbol, and must be 10 characters long. For this, you can create a pattern, and then you test the password with that pattern, and then you can know if the password meets that criteria or it doesn't. So as you can see, there are different kinds of patterns you can create in regular expressions. It's not just letter followed by number or number followed by symbol, all this simple stuff. No, as we progress in this course, you would see even more advanced patterns that you can create when working with regular expressions. I also want to clarify that regular expressions is not just a feature of JavaScript. They are also supported in many other programming languages, and in all these programming languages, the concept of regular expressions is similar. What I mean by similar is that a regular expression in one language would most likely achieve the same result in another language. But there can be slight differences which depends on the language or the regex engine running the regular expressions. Later on in this course, we'll learn more about regex engines. So like I said, this course is a playlist on my YouTube channel here. So here are the topics we'll be covering in this course. For the first section of lessons, we'll be looking at number 1, terms used in regex. Also, we'll be looking at how to create a regular expression. I'll show you how to create your first regular expression and actually test it out with a string. Then we'll move on to look at flags, and then we'll look at how a regular expression works under the hood. We'll be able to see exactly what is happening in the background regardless of whatever programming language you're using, and this is where we see how regex engines work. For the second section of lessons, we'll look at how to create different patterns, which involves character classes, quantifiers, meta characters, special characters, capturing groups, alternation, and look arounds. Some of these names may sound a bit strange to you, but don't worry, we'll get to discuss and understand what they mean. And then lastly, we'll look at a wrap-up, a conclusion, and then we'll also follow it up by solving some regex-related Stack Overflow questions based on what we have learned in this course. Now, I also want to say that this outline is just version 1 of this course. With time, I may want to explain more things in depth where I would need to create another lesson and add to this playlist. So if you see a lesson on this playlist that is currently not on this outline, it's because I added it even after publishing the course. I just wanted you to know that, because this course is a course that I plan to extend with time. When I see the need to explain a topic in depth or something related to regular expressions, I'm going to add it to this course. For the regular expressions we create in this course, we'll be testing them on this website. This is regex101.com. This website, we have a field for our pattern, we have a field for the string we want to test, and then we can see the part of that string that matches the pattern we have defined. Also, at the end of every lesson in the second section, there would be some assignments for you, because you learn better by practicing. This is really important. So as I was working on this course, I thought to bring in some real world problems that you can solve with regular expressions, and the solution I will expect you to provide for those assignments will be based on what you have learned in that particular lesson or in the previous lessons you have covered up until that point. One more thing I want you to understand about regular expressions is that there can be multiple regular expressions for one pattern. For example, I may write a regular expression for an email pattern. You may write a regular expression for the same email pattern, but our regular expressions would be different. Maybe I used character classes and quantifiers. In your case, maybe you use alternation and look around. The truth is, when it comes to regular expressions, there can be more than one way to create the same pattern. The only difference is that maybe my regular expression is shorter than your regular expression, or your regular expression is more readable and easier to understand than my regular expression. But again, when there is a particular problem, it doesn't always mean that there is only one solution. There can be multiple solutions. And as we proceed in this course, you'll get to see some cases where you can do a particular pattern one way and you can achieve that same pattern in another way. Okay, we've looked at the goal of this course, the topics we'll be covering in this course, the assignments I'll be giving you, disclaimers, and all the information that I want you to know before we proceed with this course. So now that that is out of the way, let's get down to business.